This is like a Texas bar drinking song kind of thing that happens on Friday nights. It's called Salt and Lime. Usually accompanies tequila. Thank you for my makers. Fast as a flash on an old town camera, hot as the heat you light. That's how his look first got me hooked. The who the hell are you in his eyes? Don't know why, but some things you just cannot plan not to do. Felt like a dare, got a little bit scared, but not enough to turn around. Next thing you know, we're in the front row, shot glasses upside down. Temptation, or hesitation, it's getting loud. I think you better lean a little closer. Damn, was something about your hand on my shoulder. Now, kiss me right now in this moment. Baby, reach out and hold it, like you're always gonna be mine. Like we're not just songs in line. We poured into one side of a booth, high on laughing out loud. The garage door windows open up wide, lost in another round. Oh, heaven help me, got his hands on my knee. It's getting loud, I think you better lean a little closer. Well, damn, there's something about your hand on my shoulder. Now, kiss me right now in this moment. Baby, reach out and hold it, like you're always gonna be mine. Like we're not just songs in line. This is where there's normally a guitar solo. Well, it's loud, I think you better lean a little closer. Damn, there's something about your hand on my shoulder. Right now, kiss me right now in this moment. Baby, reach out and hold it, like you're always gonna be mine. Like we're not just songs in line. Like you're always gonna be mine. Like we're not just songs in line. Thank y'all so much.
2 o'clock Sunday, and now I'm all alone, here without nothing to say. And I wish you would tell me that you didn't mean the things that you said yesterday. But sometimes a woman needs more than nothing to keep her from going astray. But you come home every evening and make me think leaving is the only thing to keep me from going insane. Angels don't work for nothing, and I ain't asking for silver or gold. One day you'll wake up to find that I've left you behind, and it'll just be 'cause you were so cold. My love is like money. When you need it the most, it's all gone. And it's not like I'm asking for a fistful of diamonds every night when you come back home. But I raised you 5 children and I put food on the table. So don't you think sometime you might close your eyes and just kiss me? Or maybe whisper you miss me before you lay down and shut out the lights. Angels don't work for nothing. I ain't asking for silver or gold. One day you'll wake up to find that I've left you behind, and it'll just be 'cause you were so cold. Angels don't work for nothing, and I ain't asking for silver or gold. One day you'll wake up to find that I've left you behind. It'll just be 'cause you were so cold. Oh, it'll just be 'cause you were so cold. Oh Lord, it'll just be 'cause you were so cold.
I'm gonna play one. I want to hear how y'all sing. It's just one word, and I'm gonna need every time we get to the chorus, all the way in the back, all y'all in the back, all right here in the front. I know you love Will Hoge, but you can sing. No, it's okay. I'm gonna pull you up with you on his last song and make you sit next to him. But I need y'all to sing one word back to me. It's simple. It goes like this. Sing it back. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. Like whoa, whoa. Yeah. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. Like whoa, whoa. There we go. Yeah, she's sweet like a Georgia peach, wild as a honeysuckle. Under them jeans, she's hiding a little something, something. She got it going on. She like her drink strong. Yeah, she's a hook line in a hit song. Can't get her out of my head. She like a melody stuck on repeat. She got me singing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, the fire in her eyes got me hypnotized like whoa, whoa, whoa. And it's burning me up, but it feels so right. And she ready to rock, you know I'm ready to roll. She got the beat that frees my soul. Like whoa, whoa, louder. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. She hotter than a summer night, cooler than a caddy. She got me falling faster than those autumn leaves. She puts your sugar sweet there in my sweet tea. She got me buzzing like American honeybee. Can't get her out of my head, she like a melody. I'm gonna repeat, let me hear y'all sing it like whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, the fire in her eyes got me hypnotized like whoa, whoa, whoa. And it's burning me up, but it feels so right. She ready to rock, you know I'm ready to roll. She got the beat that frees my soul. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Alright, now see. This will work. Alright, left side, you're up. Here. Middle of the room to the left side. Y'all get real loud for me. Y'all ready? We're gonna see who's louder, left side or right side. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, come on. Like, like. Yeah. All right, right side. You only get one chance to beat them. Right side, y'all ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, come on. Like. You're the best cheerleader we'll Hoge, right side. Alright, we're gonna get weird for a second. Some of you younger folks are gonna like this, some of you older folks are gonna flip me off and walk away. This will be. Like a honeysuckle honeybee, like Daisy Dukes in a General Lee, like a Georgia pea. She tastes so sweet, some country boy right off his feet. Got me buzzed like a truck and mud, like a bucket full of bucket stuff. Don't wanna know what her, let me tell you, cuz she's so fine like Carolina moonshine. Can't hold a light and candle to an eye. Baby, what she do is like, yeah, the fire in her eyes got me hypnotized like, and it's burning me up, but it feels so right. When she ready to rock, you know I'm ready to roll. She got the beat that frees my soul. Like, one more time. Like, yeah. Hey.
I'm gonna play a little love song that I wrote with my friend Eric Pasley. You guys probably know him. He's got a big song right now, and I'm crossing my fingers he gets his, gosh, what, his third #1, fourth #1, maybe first as an artist, but we wrote this the very first day we met, right after I got signed on my record deal. We're on the same label, EMI. So this is a little summer love song. It's called Oh My My. Are we gonna do our new thing? We'll see. Oh my, boy, you made me shine like the stars in the heavens on a never-ending night. Whoa, floating with the breeze on a Sunday drive. Sunset on the branches dancing by. I wish every second was as sweet as this. Flirting on the edge of a carefree kiss. Oh my, boy, you make me shine like the stars in the heavens on a never-ending night. Oh yeah, you know what to do. Hold my hand, honey, hitch a ride to the moon. Sweet dream looking at me. Keep on blushing in the passenger seat. You and me making butterflies. Pitter patter hearts going oh my mind. Whoa, stop time, let go, let the good times roll. Following the magic while the headlights glow. Whoa, it's so close to you, can you feel the rush? Your words in the dark like a whisper touch. Oh my, boy, you make me shine like the stars in the heavens on a never-ending night. Oh yeah, you know what to do. Hold my hand, honey, hitch a ride to the moon. Sweet dream looking at me. Keep on blushing in the passenger seat. You and me making butterflies. Pitter patter hearts going oh my mind. And this is embarrassing, Chase. Sometimes we go into cruise here. No, we're good. passenger seat. You and me making butterflies, pitter patter hearts going oh my my. You and me making butterflies, pitter patter hearts going oh my my.
This is from a new record that I put out in October of last year, and we've all been in that moment where you say goodbye to someone and you head back home and you feel all tough because you think you've done the right thing, but then you get home and you realize that half of the stuff that you've been with for years is gone, and even though it might be the right thing to do, you find yourself in the situation where I still got you on my mind. That's what the song's called. This place I'm living just ain't the same. It's a house, but it ain't no home. Can't count the days since you went away. Being right never felt so wrong. My, oh my, never thought it could be this hard. Took the pictures all down, I could paint the walls, still can't fool my heart. I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Now the night starts calling and it's time for me. Take another lonely walk downtown. Past all the places that we used to go. Ain't the same now that you ain't around. My, oh my, feels like I'm going insane. The music still plays and the people still laugh, but somehow everything has changed. Whoa, I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind. There's a brown-haired woman at the end of the bar asking if I wanna come home. I finish my drink and I say I do. Truth is I don't wanna be alone. My, oh my, lying with her in our bed. She's in my arms but I'm holding on, wishing it was you instead. Whoa, I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Yes, you go. I pretend everything is fine, but I know I still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind. Still got you on my mind.
I don't write many slow songs. Most of my shows are normally a huge party and I'm like stage diving and stuff. But every now and then I like to keep it real. So y'all decide. My favorite song that I've ever written in my entire life, I think I wrote it in my living room, and I always break it down when I'm singing live with my band to just me and a guitar, because it kind of shows the songwriting side of what I do, because that's what I did before I was an artist. It's a song called, mainly because it's true, it's my favorite song, but it's called Jack Daniels and Jesus. Is it cool if I replace Look at My Truck with that song? No. Okay. And I know Look at My Truck is cool, I love it, but this song is my favorite song I've ever written, so I figure I don't get to do this very much with just me and a guitar, so here's my favorite song that I've ever written as a songwriter. Lately I've been trading a good sermon as a prayer for a stranger in my bed and a night that needs explaining. I've opened more Bibles than I ever have my Bible. Third road communion sure won't lead me to revival. But between that black label and those letters in red, man, I felt what living is and what it's like to live dead. I've taken a ride in the devil's Cadillac. I've been so high I thought I wasn't coming back. And just when I think I'm too far gone, ringing in my head's that 23rd song. I've seen the light, I've seen the darkness. Only God knows where my heart is. I've got my strength, and Lord knows I've got my weakness. Oh, I'm lost somewhere between Jack Daniels and Jesus. It's my fault that I ain't called my mama in a month of Sundays. She'll smell the whiskey through that phone. I can't stand to hear her heartbreak. And next week I see my brother Casey for the first time since it all went down. And I blacked his eye the night after our daddy died. I'm taking a ride in the devil's Cadillac. I've been so high I thought I wasn't coming back. And just when I think I'm too far gone, ringing in my head's that 23rd song. I've seen the light, I've seen the darkness. Only God knows where my heart is. I've got my strength, and Lord knows I've got my weakness. Oh, I'm lost somewhere between Jack Daniels and Jesus. I ain't afraid to admit I feel rock bottom. If you wanna see a lifetime full of sins, just look at me, I've got 'em. I've taken a ride in the devil's Cadillac. Man, I've been so high I thought I wasn't coming back. And just when I think I'm too far gone, ringing in my head's that 23rd song. I've seen the light, I've seen the darkness, and only God knows where my heart is. I've got my strength, and Lord knows I've got my weakness. Oh, I'm lost somewhere between Jack Daniels and Jesus. There you go.
I wrote this song that I'm about to do. It's called No Boy. And it's not an anti-boy song. It is a pro-man song. And there's a difference. And I wrote this to my 18, 19-year-old self that really was far more interested in trying to be what I thought boys wanted me to be than figuring out how to be the woman that the man I would want to be with ultimately would be excited about, or the woman that I wanted to be, if that makes sense. So this is a song I wrote to my 19-year-old self, and it's called No Boy. Every little kiss that you let fall from your lips is like a little bit of heart that you can't get back. Why you wanna give it away? To an ain't gonna call, ain't gonna write, ain't even picking you up come Friday night. Is he even listen to a single word you say? You're looking less and less like you, being who you think he wants you to, but no, no, ain't gonna fill your whole world, gonna fix Well, I don't know the why, the how, or the who, the off-track hell and back you've been through, but a string of fools ain't ever gonna make it right. One stop chasing somebody else's smile and living your own for a little while, instead of making it up, painting it on for some guy. 'Cause no boy gonna fill your whole world, gonna fix you up, girl, gonna heal your hurt. No, 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 oh, it's worth giving up dreams for, worth losing that heart, oh, just to call him yours. And when you find that right left hand, it'll be a man. Ain't gonna be no boy. Ain't gonna be no yeah, when you find that right left hand, it'll be a man. When you find that right left hand, it'll be a man. Ain't gonna be no boy. Ain't gonna be no boy. No
About real love, not the kind of love that you always hear about in songs, where you meet them at the movies and you hold hands and then you drive off in a car and everything's okay. It's the kind of love song about loving somebody so much that even when the times get hard and you think that I would love for your life to be over with, that kind of love where you still stick with somebody. Because I've been married, my wife and I have been married 6 years. We had our 6-year anniversary a couple of weeks ago, and I know good and well that there's at least a couple of times a year that she wishes I was dead. And I can say for certain that there's some days that I feel the same way about her. And some of it is just that men and women are, we're wired differently, and that's okay. And one night when I didn't realize that men and women were wired differently, and I'd stood up and put both my feet in my mouth in an argument with my wife, and I stood by my principles, and then I slept with my principles on the couch that evening. And I wrote this song. I count my blessings on the days we get along, but I count on one hand the days that I do nothing wrong. You say I learn these things the hard way every time, but you think by now I know. She's like fine wine, I'm like whiskey from a jar. Doesn't make no sense. She's from Venus, I'm from Mars, saying all the wrong things, but I make my final stand, my foot in my mouth, babe, out here in no man's land. I burn these bridges down on accident, I swear. I say that I don't know, but you say that I don't care. And I'm left here begging like a dog without a bone. And you think by now I know. She's like fine wine, I'm like whiskey from a jar. Doesn't make no sense. She's from Venus, I'm from Mars, saying all the wrong things, but I made my final stand. My foot in my mouth, babe, out here in no man's land. There's actually more than one man out in no man's land, doing things that we know only we will understand. She's like fine wine, I'm like whiskey from a jar. Doesn't make no sense. She's from Venus, I'm from Mars. She's like fine wine, I'm like whiskey from a jar. Doesn't make no sense. She's from Venus, I'm from Mars, saying all the wrong things, but I make my final stand. My foot in my mouth, babe, out here in no man's land. Out here in no man's land. I'm out here in no man's land.
Alright, I had to get my seat position correct. My baby's her hands in the air. She don't ever care when her song's on the radio. Little crazy with a blue jean tan, gets a Ray-Ban stare just about everywhere we go. She like to get down, sipping on Coke and Crown, Jesus and Gypsy soul. Yeah, that's how she rocks and that's how she rolls. Yeah. Pick you up at 6, make you wait till late. Country girl, stick her on the Chevrolet. She clothes on an old pine, down by the riverbank. A buzz from a cheap wine, first love on a tailgate. Summer night in July, bottle rocket flying high, fire popping, body rocking, dropping under the moonlight. My baby's her hands in the air. She don't ever care when her song's on the radio. Little crazy with a blue jean tan, it's a Ray-Ban stare just about everywhere we go. She like to get down, sipping on Coke and Crown, Jesus and Gypsy soul. Yeah, that's how she rocks and that's how she rolls. Yeah. She's a backwards hand, hey boys, what's up? Strawberry lips, sip from a Dixie cup. A quick silver tan, I'm rocking shotgun in my truck. Charm with the peace, I ride her neck for a little love. My baby's her hands in the air. She don't ever care when her song's on the radio. Little crazy with a blue jean tan, gets a Ray-Ban stare just about everywhere we go. She like to get down, sipping on Coke and Crown, Jesus and Gypsy soul. Yeah, that's how she rocks, that's how she rolls. Yeah, that's how she rolls. Yeah. And if you know it, sing along as loud as you can. My baby's yeah. A little crazy with a blue jean tan, gets a yeah. My baby's her hands in the air. She don't ever care when her song's on the radio. Little crazy with a blue jean tan, it's a Ray-Ban stare just about everywhere we go. She like to get down, sipping on Coke and Crown, Jesus
Jesus and gypsy soul. Yeah, that's how she rocks and that's how she rolls. Yeah, that was pretty. There you go.
Okay, I can do this song, it's not too sad. And this is what I love about it, and this is what I love about our genre, and I'm gonna get serious for a second. Is that I feel like our genre, country music, we get to tell real stories, like Will just did in that. Wait, what was the first line of that chorus? I'm whiskey from a mason, from a jar, and she's what?
She's like a she's like a fine wine.
She's like a fine wine.
I had to think about it.
Like.
And I wrote it.
Sorry. So one of the things I think is exceptional about country music is we get to tell stories that are broken and honest and not perfect and not polished. And this song is about a couple that is about to lose their marriage. And my parents, after 34 years of marriage, their 35th anniversary would have been yesterday. And they are getting a divorce. And it's like, everyone is touched by divorce and by loss. And there was just something about how honest this song was. I just had to cut it. So this is church clothes. But I'm glad somebody is having a good time over here. I'm gonna do my best to ruin that. All right, this is church clothes. I'm pressed to shine. You tuck it in, you tie your tie it again. I put a little curl in my hair, pink on my cheeks, barely there. A proper skirt, hits at the knee, a good sweater in winter green. You shake the keys downstairs, I hit the lights, not a minute to spare. Slip a 5 in the Bible for the offering plate. What a beautiful picture we both make. You drive, I look out the window. It's not right, but nobody says so. We walk in and head to the same pew and hold hands just like we're supposed to. But last night you slept on the sofa, and these days I don't even know you. And we fight like hell, but nobody knows when we're wearing our church clothes. We stand up, we sing a hymn, we say a prayer for other friends. We're turning to the book of John, and I'm thinking how I can't go on, but we smile and we give it our Sunday best. If we're lost, couldn't tell by the way we're dressed. You drive, I look out the window. It's not right, but nobody says so. We walk in, I head to the bedroom, but you don't. You do what you want to, like last week when you packed a suitcase and came close to getting your own place. Oh, that's the stuff that nobody knows when we're wearing our church clothes. Don't touch as if nobody's watching us. Lord knows we've got it down. What would they say if we gave up? You drive, I look out the window. It's not right, but nobody says so. We're walking like we've never been so close. Miles apart, but careful that it don't show. When we're wearing our church clothes. Oh,
with a cousin of mine to write some songs back in Nashville, and we both got little kids. I got a 6 and a 3-year-old little boys back home. And we started talking about kind of trying to be an example for our kids, and we started talking about our fathers and our grandfathers and things like that. And next thing you know, we were writing this song, and I was lucky enough to get to record this one. This is one of my favorites. He's the 20th straight to work all time. He's in love with a woman for all his life. He's a shirt off his back, give you his last time. He's strong. He's the need to move something, you can use my truck. He's an overtime worker when the bills pile up. Everybody knows he ain't just tough. He's strong. Strong. He'll pick you up, won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. It ain't what he can carry or what he can lift. It's a dirt road lesson talking to his kids about how to hold your ground and how to live strong. He's strong. He'll pick you up, won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. Strong like a river rolling. Strong, gonna keep on going. Strong, when the road runs out, they're gonna keep on talking about how he was strong. Strong. He'll pick you up, won't let you down. Rock solid inside out. Somebody you can trust. Steady as the sun. Ain't nothing gonna knock him off the road he's rolling on. He's strong. He ain't just tough, he's strong.
I moved to Nashville about 3 years ago to write songs. Like I said, I moved in with a couple of my buddies. Your buddies Luke Bryan, mine's Florida Georgia line. So we're kind of equal. We're just trying to keep up with the rest of them.
It's a shame they don't cut your songs.
Anyway, I moved there 3 years ago, started...
Where are you from?
I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida, and then I moved to... Who asked that? And then I moved to Asheville, North Carolina. So, kind of looking at both, Florida, Carolina. But I moved in with Brian, the short-haired one of the Florida Georgia boys, and we started writing songs right away. And a year and a half after I moved to town, we wrote a song one day that Brian looks at me, he's like, dude, this is us, this is perfect for what we're trying to do. Do you care if we cut this song? And I said, hell, honestly, I said hell no, do what you can with it, but in my mind I was like, damn it, I want somebody like Luke Bryan to cut it, because he's big and people know who he is. And they didn't know who Florida Georgia or myself was at the time. And people still, well, y'all know who I am. I like that. That makes me feel good. But anyway, those guys have blown up, and this song was a huge part of that, and they cut it, and I literally said to them, I said, do what you can with it. And they took it, I think, a couple weeks ago, I don't know what it is. I think it's the most downloaded song in the history of country music on downloads or something like that. So this is probably the biggest song I'll ever write in my entire life, but I'm cool with that. No, I'm not that one. But yeah, you know, sing along. Baby, what song you made me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. First saw that bikini top on her, she popping right out of the South Georgia water. I thought, oh good Lord, she had them long tan legs, couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said, baby, what song will you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town. Well, you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, what song you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Yeah, she was sipping on Southern and singing Marshall Tucker. We were falling in love in the sweetheart of summer. She hopped right up into the cab of my truck and said, fire it on, let's go get this thing stuck. Baby, what song you made me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town. With you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, what song you made me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. So the sun fell to his knees. I looked at her, she looked at me. Then I flipped on those KC lights and drove all night, cause it felt so right. Her and I, man, we felt so right. I put it in park and grabbed my guitar, strummed a couple chords and sang from the horn. And girl, you sure got that beat in my chest bumping. Hell, I can't get you out of my head. Sing it! I gotta do something real quick. I told you we're gonna have a wrap off. Is that you? Well, I'm gonna do my part. This is freestyle, I swear to God. This is not made up from some other artist named Nelly that I grew up with listening to when I was a kid. Anyway, Nelly put his little swing on this thing, and I don't know how that happened, but I don't care. It turned out being really cool. So I'll give you my best Nelly impression right here. Yeah, my wheels down, my seat back, my music up when we ride. Her legs up on my dashboard, that's just the way I like it. Hey country girl, this country boy like everything about you. Don't change a thing, no way you stay the same. I got you, it's like all that, head to toe, you all that. Tell a boy he can call back, send a text, say fall back. Cause I can see you got a thing for a fast life. So come on shorty, let me show you what that fast life when we cross the border, Florida and Georgia. Baby, you a song, we made me wanna roll my would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Windows down.
I'm gonna start by clapping and not playing. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Same old knock on the same old door, leaves the same old clothes on the same old floor, yeah. Same old, this time will be different than before. Oh no, no. Stuck on your love the way I need it. The vinyl sticking on the needle. This gotta have you, baby, feeling ain't gonna stop. You make me wanna let you in, and yeah, play me like a song again. I know I'll end up where I started. Ooh, broken record hearted, broken record hearted. Around and round we go, round we go, round and round we go, round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go. The next time that comes around, will y'all sing that with me? Well, friends say I should have learned by now how to shut it off, how to shut you down, yeah. Just when I'm over you, you're coming back around, 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 around. Easy to say and hard to do. Oh, once you get me in the groove, gotta face the truth when it comes to you. I just can't stop. You make me wanna let you in, and you play me like a song again. And I know I'll end up where I started. Ooh, broken record hearted, broken record hearted. Round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go, round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go. You make me wanna let you in, and yeah, play me like a song again. And I know I'll end up where I started. Ooh, broken record hearted, broken record hearted. All right, round and round. So round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go, round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go, round and round we go, round we go, round and round we go, round.
Get home from work, then it's dinner and wine. Put the kids down to bed, shut it down by 9. Try to make my wife laugh, maybe I'll get lucky tonight. Yeah. Time moves faster every day. Looking back still brings a smile to my face. The women, whiskey, and wicked ways. Sometimes I long for those bad old days. Here in the dark where the whole world's quiet, I think of those days where if you had it, I'd try it. Even if they could sell it now, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't change one thing. Time moves faster every day. Looking back still brings a smile to
was at, I can't remember where I was yesterday, but I was at a station and I told Jen, my lady, and at the station I said, Ohio is my favorite state to play. And she said, oh, you're just blowing smoke, you know, and I literally, you got Ohio and Illinois, they're right there, they're both awesome, and then Indiana's right there in the middle, and I don't think people get excited about anything in Indiana. I'm from Indiana, I'm sorry, but y'all gotta step it up. Ohio legit is my favorite state to play. So if you don't believe me, check my Twitter. I talk shit about all the other states, but in Ohio, I'm not gonna do it. My dad played football at Ohio State too, by the way. Anyway. Anyway, this is my single now. You guys have literally blown me away. The first time I ever played this song live was like 4 days after it came out. And I went up to my talkback mic to my tour manager and I said, dude, should I try to have him sing the final chorus, just them? He was like, dude, it's only been out 4 days. I said, that's okay, let's get weird and see what happens. And so we did, and they sang, I don't remember where, it was in the state up north, sorry. But they sang every word. Kelleigh, you're up.
No way.
Anyway, you guys have taken this song in. Thank you so much for that. Sue, thank you so much for having us. You guys have been awesome.
Where is she?
I did it right after that. For that last song I sang, I've got a lot of good-looking, pretty plaques on my wall, which I always dreamed I'd have as a songwriter. But now I'm sick and tired of looking at Brian and Tyler's faces on my wall. So hopefully this will be my first one where I get to look at. Damn pretty girl, you ain't done it again. You're gonna turn sexy all the way up to 10. I never seen a side ride seat looking so hot. Baby, you rock at the spot like a fireball shot. You got me all high, head spinning around and around. And down if you're down to burn down this town, yeah. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine ass on the step, shimmy up inside. Slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll them down, fog them up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes up. Made a deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Ready, set, let's roll. Where the good years and good times meet. We can rev it up right till we overheat. Just forget about the time, cause your lips on mine. Gonna kiss you, get to know your smile. On your mark, you said. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine ass on the step. Shimmy up inside. And slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll them down, fog them up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the middle till the sun comes up. Made a deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Yeah, ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. You got my heart bumping as I'm pulling up into your drive. Let's hit it 90 to nothing. Couple kids running into the night. Into the night. Into the night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's get your little fine ass on the step, shimmy up inside. Slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll them down, fog them up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the middle till the sun comes up. Made a deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's ready, set, let's ready, set, let's ready, set, let's Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
brand new single. It actually just officially came out at country radio yesterday. All that. We're gonna see if a mandolin works up here real quick. We're gonna do something technical. If I'm an okay guitar player, then I'm whatever 1/4 of that is on mandolin. So you're welcome. This is my brand new single. It's called Famous. You swept me off my feet from the moment I met you. Thought I was so lucky, baby, I let you into my heart, into my heart. When you started messing around, boy, I was blindsided. Never saw the real you. You were just hiding your lies in the dark, but now I see who you are. Boy, I'm gonna stop you before you get a chance to break another heart. I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all about you, and all know what your name is all over this town. I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all the whole truth. Don't you know what goes around, goes around? Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Whoa, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Whoa, oh, oh. And when you walk in the bar, everyone will stop talking, know who you are. You can hear a pin dropping, they're gonna stare, they'll know you everywhere. Oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna stop you before you get a chance to break another heart. Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all about you, and all know what your name is all over this town. I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all the whole truth. Don't you know what goes around, goes around? Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Whoa, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Whoa, oh, oh. I'm gonna make you wish you never lied to me, wish you never tried to be somebody that you ain't. I'm gonna make you think before you cheat again on everyone like me again. Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all about you, and all know what your name is all over this town. I'm gonna make you famous, tell them all the whole truth. Don't you know what goes around, goes around? Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Oh, oh, oh. All over this town, famous, famous. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah, it goes around, famous. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna make you famous, famous. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna make you.
Yeah.
An only child for about 4.5 or 5 years. My folks, we lived in this little bitty house, kind of in the middle of nowhere at the time. There's a bunch of shit's grown up around it now. But when my mom got pregnant with my kid brother, they moved me up into the finished-in attic of our house, and they felt like it was too far away for them to be able to keep an eye on me, so they left me in the stewardship of a transistor radio that was this old pocket transistor radio that my father had grown up listening to, and the dial didn't work anymore, so I would just have to spin it around and wait for the static to stop. Some nights I'd hear a country station out of Nashville, or some nights you'd get a rock and roll station, or some nights you'd get an old soul or R&B station. I loved all of that. I just loved great songs and great singers, great guitar parts. And years later, I wrote this song about that experience, and I finally thought, Chase was talking earlier about sometimes you finish a song and you go, I think I might have gotten it with this one. And this was one of the few where I really felt like I might have done something with this song. And I put it on a record. Oh, yeah, I put it on a record. Hold on. when I put it on the record, I thought I had done something, and what I had done was made another song that very few people were ever going to hear. But fortunately for me, there was a radio station in Nashville that played the song quite a bit. One night, in the middle of the night, driving through town in a big old Prevost, were some fellas in a band called the Eli Young Band, and they heard it on the radio. And the next day, they got in touch with me, and they asked if they could record it. And I said that they could, and they proved me right that I had in fact done something. So I fired my manager, and I fired my record label. They told me I hadn't done anything. I started doing this myself. But
you did not have a Taylor Swift 2.0.
Oh, that'd be just my luck. But it's a song about falling in love with music, and I know that everybody at the station that's presenting this show, and all of you folks that have come out here in the freezing cold, there's been some moment in your life where y'all fallen in love with music too, and it means the world to Kelleigh and Chase and I that you guys are here and supporting music and supporting this station. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of it. And I hope that we'll all come back and see y'all again soon. It's called Even If It Breaks Your Heart. Dial. Fire got lit inside a bright-eyed child. Every note just wrapped around his soul. From steel guitar to Memphis, all the way to rock and roll. Whoa, I can hear him playing. I can hear the ringing of a beat-up old guitar. Where I used to wander, old enough to get there but too young to get inside. I would stand out on the sidewalk, listen to the music playing every Friday night. Whoa, I can hear it playing, I can hear the ringing of a beat-up old guitar. Some trains stay with you forever, drag you around and lead you back to where you were. Some trains keep on getting better, gotta keep believing if you wanna know for sure. And it is okay to sing. So